Hey guys, it's Allison here, and I'm getting ready to do my layout for day number 24 of LOAD218. And today, the adventure that I have chosen is to use a tool that you haven't used in at least 3 months and show the product of it on your layout. So I was trying to think of tools that I hadn't used, and initially I thought about an embossing folder, and I have these passports that the girls got when we went to the Warner Brothers studio, and they would get them stamped. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. They would get them stamped at various stations along the way. So it's like kind of like an embossed, like letterpress sort of thing. I don't have a letterpress, but I thought, well, I could emboss, like use an embossing folder. And I have an embossing folder that is actually a brick pattern, and since these photos of them stamping the passport are at platform 9 3/4, I thought a brick pattern would be great. And then I remembered I have this stencil that is a brick pattern, and I haven't used stencils in I don't even know how long. I don't do a lot of mixed media work anymore, so I thought this was the perfect time to pull it out. Now, I've also pulled out a sheet of white Swiss dot embossed cardstock, which I think will add a fun extra texture. So now I just need to figure out what color I want to do this. I think I might actually go for something fairly neutral and do like a brown to sort of pick up some of these brown tones in the back, and then I can have fun with the rest of the decorations. The other thing I wanted to talk about was this. So I want to include these passports on this page, but I don't want to glue them in. So I had the idea of putting them in this 6x12 sleeve that I've just chopped off the ring binder part of it, and then I might just tape this whole thing to the bottom and then sort of create my layout in the top half. We'll see. I haven't quite worked that out yet. I was thinking I might sew it, but that was like a lot of work. So glue is definitely my friend. Okay, but let's get this done. So first of all, I'm going to sort of tape this to my desk with some washi tape. And just for fun, we'll use some unicorn washi tape. It's just so it doesn't move around a ton. I'm not really worried about protecting my desk surface or anything like that, because this is a mat that I can just wipe off. Okay, now I'm going to get some brown ink and something to apply it with. So I'm just using a light brown from Stampin' Up. And this is the mini dauber from Tim Holtz. And I'm going to cover the whole page. I'm not too worried about it being perfect. There we go. All right, so now to get some paper, and then I need a journaling card, and this layout is going to come together quite quickly. I could even put the title on top of this page protector. And then I'll just have to trim it a little bit so that it fits on in the 12x12. And then this whole thing can go inside another page protector. So kind of do like the idea of just taping the whole thing. I'm going to try and hide the tape behind these passports. And then I just want to see cut it there. Okay. And so yeah, to get these out, someone is going to have to pull the entire page out of the page protector. But I think that is a better option to retain them than to tape these to my layout. Okay, so let's get some papers for that. And this should come together fairly quickly. All right, so I have pulled out a selection of papers, and I'm going to start with this strip of floral pattern. That is from a cut apart from the Glitter Girl collection. And then I have got just a few pieces that I'm going to layer up as strips. I didn't want to add anything too big because then that would basically cover up all of the stenciling I did, and that was kind of the point of the project. So I am just going to keep the strips fairly small. And that little piece of the constellation pattern paper that I had, I didn't have a long strip, so I have cheated and basically cut it in half so that it shows up on both sides of the photo. And I just used the turquoise pattern to make it straight so that it was a better cheat, basically. All right, so now I am trying to figure out where I want my journaling to go, and I have this journaling card, but it feels a little bit bulky, and it's covering up a lot of the pattern paper that I've already put down. So I go into my Starshine cut apart, or die cuts, sorry, and there's quite a few luggage tags, and I thought that those would be appropriate thematically with where these photos are taken at platform 9 3/4. So I pull them all out, as well as that one die cut that says, I think it says "Here we go" or something. And I've decided to keep this layout very, very simple. So I've got the 3 die cuts on it, basically. One with my journaling, one is just a decorative piece. Well, 2 are decorative pieces, I guess. And that is, you know, almost everything that I add to the layout. But it is feeling a little bit bare at the top. It just needs a sort of definition, and so I draw this double messy line around the top part of the layout. I gotta admit, I kind of wish that I had thought about that before I stuck the passports down on the bottom half, because once I take pictures of it, it feels a little bit top heavy, but it's a bit late now to go back and draw the lines down on the bottom as well. So now I am trying to find some letter stickers. And I thought about the wood grain with the glitter on them, but I don't have enough S's, and I want to use the word passport in my title. And I come across these sort of denim tiled letter stickers that I've actually never used at all. And I figure that they will work as a title. It's a bit heavier than I think I wanted. And I tried moving them down onto the sleeve down at the bottom to see how that would look. And I don't like it on top of the passports. I really like being able to see all the imagery in the passport. So I decided to keep them up there and just make it work. So I'm naming this layout Got Your Passport. And then I sat there and stared at it for quite a while, trying to think of what else it needed. And I entertained a few different stickers, but it wasn't really working. So then I went hunting for something with a different texture. And since I've used the die cuts from the Starshine collection, as I was hunting, I found 3 little mini badges from Starshine, and I thought, you know what, let's get them on a layout. They're not doing me any good in my stash. So after some gold mist, that was the last thing I added, and now it is done. So here's the close-ups. It did come together quite quickly once I got my ideas in place, I suppose. And it's quite a bit different from what I would normally make, but different is good, right? And I love that I came up with a way to save those passports so that girls can pull them out and flip through them, but they're in the album and they won't get lost. All right, thanks very much. Have a great night. Bye.